Welcome back to the channel for Right Time Watches here in Denver, Colorado. Today we'll be highlighting a beautiful new watch from Grand Seiko. The watch comes from the 24 season series. Before we dig into the details on this amazing piece, we'll invite you to subscribe to the channel so you catch all of our upcoming videos. This entire series from Grand Seiko is an impressive group of watches. We've looked at a couple of them here on the channel already, including the gorgeous Shosho, but this one really stands on its own as an equally impressive and beautiful watch. This watch has a nice size, coming in at just a hair over 40 millimeters in diameter with a 47 millimeter lug to lug. It's 14 millimeters thick and it's powered by the 9R66 Spring Drive GMT movement. I figure with Grand Seiko we might as well start with the good stuff and just take a look at this dial. It's a beautiful silver color and really takes on that winter transitional season inspiration perfectly. It's got a lovely texture to it and it's really quite different from anything else I've seen in the marketplace. It pairs with perfect precision hands and indices and just looks fantastic. As always, the overall detailing on this watch is up to Grand Seiko specifications and it looks beautiful. Now this watch isn't particularly inexpensive at $6,000 US, but it has the look and gives you the feeling of a watch that would be much more expensive than that. Each and every detail on this watch are nearly perfect, and it gives a really nice feeling when on the wrist, a perfect timekeeping companion, especially with that spring drive movement. I personally love these slightly rounder cases from Grand Seiko. They have the look and feel of a very traditional watch. They have a lot of wonderful high polished surfaces, which are obviously a calling card for the brand, and you'll notice that this sapphire crystal over top has a lovely distortion and box cut to it. The bracelet is familiar looking for Grand Seiko, but impressive nonetheless, as we have a gorgeous deployant buckle here on the underside with a nice Grand Seiko signature. I always appreciate the little bit of polishing to accent the brushed surfaces on the 3-link on these watches. I really like that we get a visual on this 9R66 Spring Drive GMT movement. It's got a 72-hour power reserve, it's very nicely finished, and it's highly accurate. If you have any familiarity with Spring Drive, you'll know how accurate these timepieces are. The interactive nature of this movement is really impressive as well. When you pull that crown out at the first position, you can set this hour hand independently, making this a true GMT movement. One other thing that's really exciting is as you move this past into the next date, if you go backwards, the date wheel switches back and forth. I just think that's such a cool feature, and it makes using the GMT function on this watch super intuitive, simple, and useful when you're traveling. And of course, with a spring drive inside, you get this signature, perfectly smooth sweep of the seconds hand, something that I'm always a big fan of. Overall, I think this watch and the lineup from the 24 seasons are just magnificent. They look amazing, they're built super well, and I think that they will be a great hit for many years to come. This watch is another home run from Grand Seiko. It's beautifully finished, beautifully designed, and perfectly executed. If you would like to purchase this watch or any of our others, please visit us at righttime.com or give us a call. We are always happy to help. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time at Right Time.